for Native peoples, we've been undergoing a diaspora, that we've been sort of displaced from our original homelands, and we've been searching for a new home again. We have been, in a sense, colonized, and we've gone through a process of trying to reclaim a kind of existential or kind of ideological or even a kind of sovereignty space. The idea of movement and migration is tied to home. So the idea of being a people who are once, enfranchised in this land and now dealing with sort of ramifications of being disenfranchised, the kind of existential view of a search for home. The figures in the war music series are the Lords of the Plains. What we think of in terms of the Plains people, the Lakota and the Crow and the Kiowa and the Comanche, all these different sort of iconic figures in American history and sort of archetypal images of Plains people on horses. What we think of those people, they're actually part of a process of taking on European modalities, right? I mean, the horses that are introduced into the Plains culture, they come with the Spanish conquistadors. They actually originate in this area of the Southwest, and they're released into different areas of the country, and they migrate and move. And then the Plains people actually experience a fluorescence because of the introduction of the horse. They become the Lords of the Plains. But that's also the kind of, entryway into colonization. I mean, as this new thing, the new mode of transportation occurs, so too does the sort of onset of your High Plains culture. The work that I do is very nostalgic. If I was to describe the corollary of a painting like war music in terms of a musical analogy, I would think like the Beatles, like Rubber Soul. To speak about, taking like an old Curtis photograph, which was taken in time, and it's very iconic, it's very ossified, it's very romantic. They're also very ethnographic. They're kind of dead. It's sort of black and white and they're like ants that have been caught in amber and just sort of fossilized for eternity. And I take those and reuse them. So I breathe life back into them, and I reinterpret them. I take, paint and color and surface and brush and palette knife, and I have a little spray gun for drip effects, and I work back into these images. I enlarge them, make them gigantic, and put them onto huge paintings, and I create space around them and make them live again.